But yeah, I don't understand why anything else mattered in Darkfall when Gluttony SDS and all of his generals and all of his soldiers, more than 200 men, lay dead in the fields of Arenthal. Yeah, why would anything else in the end matter? They were dead in the ground and we stood victorious over their body bags. How dare you come in my chat and bring up Rigor Max or duping? It'll be no different here. Once Kothara, Nozdam, and all of his generals and soldiers lie dead upon the sands of Madole, why would anything else matter when this game dies and the final noob takes its final breath? What else will matter? It'll be who was victorious. It'll be who won the game. End of fucking story. Alright, you win or you die crying like a Care Bear. Right in the end, King Beranos the Gallant of Odinseed will hold up Kothara's head, and all of Kothara's men will be buried under the sand dunes of Madole, where their bones will turn to dust, their crimes forgotten, their horrors effaced, until I guess another freak comes in my chat 16 years from now and brings it up and claims I fast-casted or did something here that somehow negates my coming victory. How dare he come in my chat and question our honor? Right, all that mattered was the field of battle where we acquitted ourselves honorably. Right? Thank you, Apex.
Is this the right spot, bro?
I'll take it. I just need to hide enough strongholds. Those afraid bounty hunters are after me. Alright, Godspeed, brother. Yeah, now Kothara seems like a piece of work. Alright, people have leveled many accusations against him. But when I rode on the outskirts of the battle outside Tindrum 2 years ago, right, at least Kothara died like a man on the field of battle. It's more than most of you cowards can say. Fucking Care Bears crying about PvP. Kothara at least charged into a much larger ACT army with a banner on his back, and at least in that instance, I don't believe Kothara quit himself like a coward. He died like a fucking man outside Tindrum. So whatever else you have to say about Kothara on one day, alright, at least he acquitted himself honorably while I prowled around with my direwolves like a coward, eating an easy target and blueberry alive. Whoa. Well, yeah, it now appears we are faced with a much different Kotharan coalition. Bunch of crybabies and Care Bears. And all I believe is Azar the Defiler and Entrails, Great Lord of Levia, just have to push a little harder. And the whole rotten foundation's gonna come crumbling down. Ooh, I'm hella unhinged right now. So when I play my CK2 Byzantine Empire music, I wax really poetic. Well, yeah, I was creeping around the battles with my direwolves. I was never on the front battle lines. Like when I saw the lines clash outside Tin Room, I did kind of creep up and got a pretty good view of the battle. Yeah, I believe the coalition was heavily outnumbered. I actually knew they were going to lose. So I was getting all excited. Knowing my direwolves would eat many of them alive during the rout. But yeah, you know. At least back then, Kuthara seemed like a fucking man. Right, I couldn't get lanced or dismounted and nobody would approach direwolves from a distance. So yeah, I got a good view of the battle. And I did see Kuthara himself with a banner on his back, charging a much larger ACT army. And he honestly only seemed to be surrounded by a few Kodo knights in the end. Right, the rest of his army crumbling and breaking like cowards. An easy prey for my direwolves. And then yeah, the ACT man bragged about getting his head after the battle, but I don't know. Seemed to die more bravely than most that day. At least he died on the front lines and didn't die running back to Madoy, eaten alive by direwolves. Yeah, at least 20 of them died, as I personally saw fit during the Great Hunt afterward.